What if the hardest part of speaking English isn't grammar, but the first 5 seconds of a conversation? Today, we're going to make those first 5 seconds easy.
Because once you know how to start a conversation naturally, speaking English becomes much less stressful.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Podcast. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy to see you here for day 3 of our 30-day shadowing challenge.
And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. This is the perfect day to start learning with us.
If you've completed the first 2 days, congratulations. You're building a learning habit, and every single day makes you stronger.
That's how real progress happens. One lesson, one practice, and one step at a time.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Podcast and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson.
Every episode connects with the next one, so learning every day will help you improve faster.
All right, Jack. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone listening around the world.
I love that. No matter where you're learning from, we're happy you're spending a little time with us today.
And today's lesson matches that greeting perfectly because we're talking about greetings and small talk.
Some people hear that topic and think, oh, I already know how to say hello.
But there's much more to it than just saying hello.
That's right. Greeting someone naturally can make a conversation feel friendly, comfortable, and much easier.
When you know how to start a conversation with confidence, everything that comes after becomes easier too.
I've noticed something interesting while helping English learners over the years.
Really? What have you seen?
Many people think grammar is the biggest challenge, but that's usually not the real problem.
So what is?
The first few seconds of a conversation.
Exactly. Someone says, "Hi, how are you?" And suddenly your mind goes completely blank.
You know the words, but you don't know what to say next.
If that has happened to you before, don't worry. You're definitely not the only one.
And by the end of today's lesson, you'll feel much more confident starting everyday English conversations.
You know the words and you understand their meaning, but when someone suddenly speaks to you, your mind goes completely blank.
That happens to many English learners, and there is a reason for it.
When we feel pressure to answer quickly in a second language, our brain becomes nervous and forgets words we already know.
The good news is that shadowing can help solve this problem.
When you repeat greetings and small talk again and again, they become natural instead of something you have to think about.
And when your answers become automatic, you stop freezing and start speaking with confidence.
Let me explain it with an example. Think about learning to ride a bicycle or learning to drive.
At the beginning, every little action needs your full attention, and it feels difficult.
But after enough practice, you don't think about every step anymore. Your body simply knows what to do.
We want the same thing to happen with your English greetings.
When someone says, "Hi, how are you?" your answer should come naturally, without fear or hesitation.
That is the real purpose of shadowing, not only to learn words, but to make them a natural part of your speaking.
I really like that idea. English should feel natural, not stressful.
Exactly. Now, let's answer an important question. What is small talk?
Small talk is a short and friendly conversation with people you don't know very well, or people you meet in everyday life.
It could be talking to a classmate before class, chatting with a coworker, or saying a few friendly words to a shopkeeper.
These conversations are usually simple and comfortable.
People often talk about the weather, their day, their weekend, or ask how someone is doing.
Something else is very interesting about small talk.
In some cultures, people don't use much small talk because they think it isn't very important.
But in many English-speaking countries, small talk is a normal part of everyday life.
It's a simple way to show kindness, respect, and friendliness before having a longer conversation.
I like to think of it as the beginning of a good connection between two people.
That's a great way to describe it, because those first few moments often create the first impression.
In fact, many communication experts say that good small talk helps people see you as friendly and easy to talk to.
It isn't about using difficult English. It's about making people feel comfortable from the very beginning.
And that's exactly what we're going to practice together today. Now, let's talk about what natural small talk sounds like in real English conversations.
Because once you learn a few common phrases, starting a conversation becomes much easier.
The most common greetings are hi and hello.
But in everyday English, people usually don't stop there. They often add a friendly question right after the greeting.
You might hear, hi, how are you? Or, hello, how's it going?
Sometimes people also say, hey, good to see you, to make the conversation feel warmer.
That's why we should practice the greeting and the question together instead of learning them separately.
Another interesting thing is that English has many different ways to ask, how are you?
The classic one is, how are you? A more casual version is, how are you doing? You will also hear, how's it going? In many everyday conversations. Friends often say, what's up? Because it sounds relaxed and friendly. If you haven't seen someone for a while, you can ask, how have you been?
Other common questions are, how's everything? And how's life?
If you ever visit the UK, you might hear someone ask, you all right?
The first time I heard that, I thought they were asking if something was wrong with me.
But it's actually just another friendly way of saying, hello, how are you?
That's why understanding culture is just as important as learning vocabulary.
Now, let's look at another important part of small talk, the reply.
Many learners always answer, I am fine, thank you.
That answer is correct. But in everyday conversations, native speakers usually choose something more relaxed.
A very common reply is, I'm good, thanks.
You can also say, pretty good. How about you? Notice that last part. How about you? That's very important. In English, people usually return the question to keep the conversation moving.
It's like playing catch with a ball. Someone throws you a question, and you gently throw it back.
If you only answer and stop talking, the conversation can end very quickly.
But when you ask, and you, or how about you, the conversation continues naturally.
Here are a few more expressions you may hear in everyday English.
Can't complain means things are going well, even if they are not perfect.
Living the dream is often used in a funny way when someone is busy but still smiling.
Same old means nothing has really changed.
And another useful expression is hanging in there, which means you're doing your best even during a difficult or busy time. Hanging in there is a great expression. It means life feels a little difficult, but you're staying strong and not giving up.
I really like that phrase because it sounds so real. It reminds me of someone holding on tightly and refusing to quit.
Honestly, that describes many Monday mornings.
I think we've all had a few of those.
Now, let's talk about something many learners find difficult. They know how to say hello, but they don't know what to say after that.
Exactly. They start with, hi, how are you? Then everything becomes quiet, and they don't know how to continue.
That's why it's helpful to have a few easy topics ready before you start a conversation.
One of the most common small talk topics is the weather.
I know it sounds simple, but there's a reason people talk about it so often.
Everyone experiences the weather, so it's an easy and safe topic for almost any conversation.
You don't need to know anything personal about the other person to talk about today's weather.
And even when people complain about the weather, they're usually just trying to have a friendly conversation with you.
In fact, people often say the British love talking about the weather.
Yes, partly because the weather changes so often. But there's another reason, too.
Talking about the weather helps people break the silence and start a comfortable conversation.
It's not really about weather. It's about showing you're friendly and open to talking.
For example, if you say, "Beautiful day, isn't it?" You're also saying, "I'd like to have a friendly conversation with you."
Sometimes one simple sentence is enough to create a nice connection with someone.
The weather isn't the only small talk topic. There are many other easy choices.
You can ask about the weekend by saying, "Did you have a nice weekend?" Or, "Any plans for this weekend?"
Work and school are also common topics. Questions like, "How's work going?" Or, "How are your classes?"
Food is another great choice. Almost everyone enjoys talking about food or favorite restaurants.
You can ask, "Have you eaten yet?" Or, "Do you know a good place to eat around here?"
My favorite way to start small talk is with a sincere compliment.
Something simple like, "I like your jacket," or "That's a nice bag," can make someone smile immediately.
Or if you're talking to another learner, you can say, "Your English sounds really good."
A kind compliment creates a warm feeling and makes the conversation much easier to continue.
All right, it's time to practice everything we've learned today.
We'll do it step by step with short, natural conversations.
Listen carefully, then repeat after us with a friendly voice, just like you're speaking to a real person.
Ready? Let's begin with our first round of greetings. I'll read each sentence, and then it's your turn to shadow. "Hey, how are you doing today?" Now repeat after me. "I'm doing really well, thanks. How about you?" "I'm doing really well, thanks. How about you?" Great job. Did you notice how the answer ends with, "How about you?" That keeps the conversation going.
Let's try another example. "Hi there. Long time no see. How have you been?" "Hi there. Long time no see. How have you been?" Excellent. Say it with excitement, like you're meeting an old friend again. Now repeat after me. "I've been great. Thanks for asking. It's so good to see you." "I've been great. Thanks for asking. It's so good to see you."
Wonderful. Remember to smile while you speak, because people can often hear a smile in your voice, and it makes your English sound warm and natural. Now, let's move to round 2. This time, we will practice some common small talk topics.
Great. Let's start with one of the easiest topics, the weather.
Repeat after me. "It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?" "It's such a beautiful day today, isn't it?"
Now say the response.
It really is. I love days like this. It makes everything feel better. It really is. I love days like this. It makes everything feel better.
Excellent. Notice how natural that sounds. Simple words can create a friendly conversation. Now, let's practice another common topic, the weekend. Repeat after me. "So, did you do anything fun this weekend?" "So, did you do anything fun this weekend?"
And the response, "Yeah, I just relaxed at home mostly. It was really nice. How about you?" "Yeah, I just relaxed at home mostly. It was really nice. How about you?"
Great job. Did you notice the word "yeah" at the beginning?
In casual English conversations, "yeah" is very common and sounds warm and relaxed.
Yes is also correct, but "yeah" often feels more natural when talking with friends or people you know.
These small details are what make your English sound more comfortable.
Now let's try round 3. This time, we will practice a complete mini conversation.
Listen carefully and shadow the lines after me. Try to copy the rhythm and emotion.
Ready? Let's begin.
Hey, Sarah. I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been?
I've been really good. Things have been a bit busy lately, but I can't complain. How about you?
Now it's your turn. Repeat that line with the same friendly feeling. Hey, Sarah. I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been?
I've been really good. Things have been a bit busy lately, but I can't complain. How about you?
Great work. Let's continue the conversation. Same here, honestly. But hey, it's good to be busy, right? Better than the alternative.
That's true. Hey, we should catch up properly sometime. It would be really nice.
Wonderful. How did that feel, everyone?
I hope you enjoyed this practice because small talk becomes fun when you know what to say.
It's like a friendly little game. You start, you respond, and you keep the conversation moving.
And I want you to notice something important about that conversation. There were no difficult words, no complicated grammar, and no long sentences. It was just simple, warm, and natural English.
But even with simple words, it created a real human connection.
That is the true power of good small talk.
All right, everyone. Now it's time for today's homework.
Don't worry, this homework is simple and actually fun.
I want you to have one small talk conversation today.
It can be with anyone, a family member, a friend, a coworker, or even someone you meet during your day.
Remember these 3 simple steps. Start with a greeting, bounce the question back, and add one small talk topic.
That's it. Greeting, bounce back, and one topic.
And if you feel nervous, that's completely okay. Nervous feelings are normal when learning something new.
But try anyway, because every small step helps you build a new habit.
A habit where speaking English feels easier and more natural.
And don't forget to share your experience with us in the comments.
Tell us, did you try small talk today? How did it go? Was it easier than you expected?
We truly love reading your stories and learning about your progress.
Every comment reminds us why we created this community, and it honestly makes us happy.
If you haven't subscribed to Daily English Podcast yet, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications.
Join us for day 4 because we have many more useful lessons coming your way.
We will keep building your confidence and fluency one day at a time.
30 days together, learning English with people from all around the world. That's something really special.
We are so happy to have you with us on this journey.
All right, go practice your small talk today. Be friendly, be confident, and remember,
Every great conversation starts with a simple hello.
see you on day 4. Bye, everyone.
Bye! Keep shadowing.